Hello, everybody. It is Monday, January 20th, Martin Luther King Day. I have the day off. It just happened that way. It wasn't because of the holiday or anything, because, Walmart only closes on Christmas Day. But I do have today off, and I also have tomorrow off. I had yesterday off. It's been kind of nice. I got my Christmas decorations down today. Kind of sad. I still have to run the vacuum yet and reorganize some stuff, but um, I made the most delicious food today. I'm going to tell you. First of all, I'm going to show you what I had. I made this soup that was inspired actually by a girl and her phone who I just subscribed to the other night. Um, uh, I made the potato soup a little different than what she does, but it was like potatoes and corn and peppers and onions and just all really good ingredients. 1 point for one big serving. So I have plenty of it left. I'm going to stick in the refrigerator as soon as it cools and put it, have it tomorrow, I think. For dinner, I did a test run on the video that I'm going to upload for, excuse me, the Super Bowl collab that's coming up next weekend. My buffalo chicken tenders, they're sticky chicken tenders. Um, I hadn't made them for a long, long time, and I modified the recipe. The recipe that I had called for, it was either 5 or 6 points per serving. No, it was 5 points per serving, and you got 6 servings out of it. I didn't make that much, um, and I modified the recipe so that it's only 2 points per serving. So it was so good. And then I had the Mission tortilla, whole wheat tortillas here, which is one for 4 points. So while I took that chicken out of the oven, and I turned the oven off, and I sprayed the top of the tortilla with some Pam, and then sprinkled some sea salt on top of it, and I just put that directly on the oven rack to crisp it up. And that's what I had for dinner tonight, and I served it with some non-fat Greek yogurt, topped it with some chives. Oh, it was so good. Now I'm really excited. I'm gonna make the recipe again for the collab. I did a test run, and I used ingredients I had at home. I didn't have to run out and buy anything special. Mm. Um, so it was so good. I want to talk to you a little bit about why I weigh myself every day. I I show you my scale. I didn't today, of course. Now that I'm talking about it, but uh, I am an online only member. Now I used to go to meetings, and I really stopped going to meetings for financial reasons because I just couldn't justify the almost $60 a month in my budget. And I've actually been more successful doing it online than I was going to the meeting room. And I think part of that was because I got so discouraged in the meeting room. I wasn't losing like other members were losing, and even weeks when I stuck to the plan, it just seems like I was getting more and more defeated going to the meeting room. And the last time I went to a meeting was actually up in Idaho. And I was new in the area. I wanted to give this a try again. And I went to a meeting up there. And of course, I was a stranger because I was new in the area. And no one made me feel at home. No one made me want to go back. I went back a couple times, weighed in, and the same thing. People kind of looked at me like, "Well, who are you?" And so I felt very uncomfortable. I didn't feel like I could contribute anything, and I thought, well, I'm going back to online because, first of all, I can afford it better, and I was doing pretty well just by doing online stuff, which I am. Now I weigh myself every day just to keep myself focused. Now, I know that several of you weigh yourselves every day, and some of you are contemplating weighing yourself every day. It keeps me in check. If I have a bad day, I get on the scale. I know my scale is going to be up. It doesn't mean it's going to stay up. If I continue to eat, you know, off plan, it's going to keep going up. But when I have a gain, and everybody does, if you weigh yourself every day, your scale will go up and down and up and down and up and down. As long as you can handle that mentally, you're good. If you get wigged out every time your scale's up, then no, weighing every day is not for you. But when I do it and I enter it in my log that I write down, and also I put it in my calendar or in my computer spreadsheet, because my spreadsheet keeps all my other stats. And there's a definite pattern that I can see, that I will have a good loss and I might have a slight gain, another loss, another gain, or maybe two, and then a deeper loss. So as long as you can recognize that pattern, it's okay. For me, if I have had a bad day and I step on that scale and that scale's up, I'm thinking, okay, time to rein it back in. And that's working for me. It doesn't work for everybody, but I've lost 86 pounds doing it. So I am going to continue to weigh myself every day. And I do it whether or not I know the scale's going to be up. Like the other night when I overdid the spaghetti, I knew my scale was going to be up the next day, and it was. It came down the next day. And then I had a slight gain, and it was down again today. So my weigh-in day with Weight Watchers is on Thursday. I faithfully log it, whether it's a gain or a loss. And when it gets to about Wednesday, and if I'm still having a gain on Wednesday, I kind of know that the weigh-in probably isn't going to be significant. I mean, as far as losing. Luckily, this January, so far, I've had 3 weeks of loss. So we'll see what the scale says on Thursday. Having 3 days off in a row has really slowed things down for me because I'm not walking as much. When I'm at work, I walk at least 10,000 steps a day, sometimes more. Most of the time more. So yesterday and today were days that I normally walk 5 or 6 miles. I've only gotten about 2 in. And that does make a difference. So I have, even though I haven't walked a whole lot, I have burned calories because I've been taking down decorations and putting stuff away. Been cooking. I'm going to go out and do clean my kitchen a little bit, or at least get my dishes done. And I got to run the vacuum yet tonight. I'm not in a big rush to get things done because I have tomorrow off. I do have an appointment at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, so I have to get up. I have an interview back at that church tomorrow. But anyway, I just wanted to tell you that's why I weigh myself every day, because it keeps me in check. It's not something that Weight Watchers condones. They want you to weigh only once a week at a meeting, unless you're an online member. And still, they kind of tell you don't weigh yourself every day. Some people can't handle it. Some people would get very discouraged, or they get discouraged every time they see even a slight gain on the scale. I don't. I'm thinking it's just the cycle of life, the cycle of my week, that I lose, gain, lose, gain, lose, gain. That's hopefully it ends in a loss. So, and if we are sticking to plan, even when we stick to plan, sometimes we have a gain, depending on what we eat, and all of our bodies are different. So, I just wanted to tell you I weigh myself every day. So, and it's working for me. If you don't think you can handle it, don't do it, because the last thing you need to do is get discouraged. So, okay, well, that's going to wrap it up for me today. Let me show you what I've had to eat. I recorded everything for you except for my snack that I had. I had one orange. It was a medium orange, which was 0 points. And then I had a Frigo cheese stick for 1 point, a light cheese stick. I have not added up my calories yet. I still haven't figured out the calories in the recipes that I made. So I don't know where I am on the calorie count. As you know, I try to get to the point where I'm 500 calories more burned than taken in. Boy, these glasses keep slipping. I'm definitely going to have to get these things adjusted. At Walmart, at next the Vision Center, they adjusted my bifocals for me, but these are my reading glasses, and they just keep like that, slipping off. It's because I put them up on top of my head, I know. So I really am not liking these frames anymore. I am looking to get different frames. So I want to get the ones that Robbie over at Fricky Fit Wolf has. I really love those frames. So anyway, wish me luck tomorrow on this interview. I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll see. I mean, this job hunt at this particular church has been going on for a long time. And I'm to the point where, if they don't want to offer me a job tomorrow at a salary that is good for me, then I'm just going to tell them, take me off the list. Because I'm kind of getting tired of the runaround. So I haven't heard anything from the law firm yet. I was hoping to hear today, but haven't heard anything from that yet. It could be that I'm just going to stay at Walmart for a while. They have been pretty good to me, actually, as far as giving me days when I need it. I'm going to be off again for 3 days next week because my son's coming home from Oklahoma. Is it next week already? He's coming in on February 6th, the night of February 6th. I know the night he flies in with his girlfriend. I work 3 to 8, and his plane comes in at midnight at the Toledo Express Airport, which is not that far from me. So I thought I was going to have to drive up to Detroit to get him, which, that's not that far either, really. Detroit Airport from where I live is about an hour away. So anyway, they gave me the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off that he's going to be home. So I was happy about that. I won't make a lot of money that week, but I'm going to get time with my son and his girlfriend. So I'm excited. And the Saturday night before he leaves, I'm having all the kids over. We're going to cook out. So anyway, that's it. Let me show you what I've had to eat, and I'll be back tomorrow with another what I ate. This morning for breakfast, I'm having one light English muffin. I trimmed this to 54 grams. It weighed out at 60, so I trimmed 4 grams or 6 grams off of that. So it's 2 points. 2 points for the 5 grams of butter. So 4 points all together there. I've got, is that right? Yeah, 2 points, 2 points, 4 points. I've got an omelet that looks kind of dark because I left it in the pan too long. Just 2 eggs mixed with a little bit of yogurt and some veggies. And there's 28 grams of fat-free cheddar, actually 27 grams. That's all 0 points. And then my little berry mix here is just a little bit of blueberries and strawberries, also 0 points. And I have 2 points in my coffee. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points for breakfast today. All right, my lunch today is I just made a little bit of a soup with, I just threw this together with a potato and some peppers and onions, corn. I mixed in some yogurt and some almond milk, salt and pepper. The soup itself is per serving 1 point, and I topped it with a half of a serving of the Kraft shredded cheddar, sharp cheddar, just the regular cheddar cheese. So that was 2 points. So 3 points for lunch. Oh my gosh, people, can you say yum? I'm actually going to do a cook with me on the collab that's going to go up on Sunday for the Super Bowl. I made a test run of this because I altered the recipe. Oh my gosh, this is my sticky chicken tenders, my buffalo chicken tenders. 2 points per serving. I dumbed down the recipe, or I shouldn't say I modified the recipe, because originally it was 6 points per serving. 2 points per serving. 1 chicken breast makes 2 servings. You can eat the whole thing for 4 points. I toasted just in the oven. While the oven was cooling down, I threw in a Mission whole wheat flour tortilla. 4 points. This is only half the tortilla. And here I just, okay, so this is 2 points on my plate. I counted 4 points because I'm going to eat the other half. This is just a couple tablespoons of fat-free Greek yogurt, topped with some chives, and I sprinkle some chives on top of my buffalo chicken tenders. Oh my gosh, this is so good. I wish you could taste this. You are definitely going to have to make this.